So I'm about to close my affiliate marketing. I know a lot of you have seen so many success stories. You can click the link down below and it'll tell you how to make anywhere from 2,500 to 10 grand a month. Now the results speak for themselves. I mean, who are you gonna listen to? You're gonna listen to people that talk the talk, or you wanna listen to people that walk the walk? You see, we're riding in the Lamborghini right now. This is the 5.0 Lamborghini, but you know, I can't leave this marketing open forever. I have to close it. It's kind of, if you want to get with the trend, you want to make some money, then click the link below. But if you don't, then don't. This is easy money. I'm not saying it works for everyone, but I have plenty of success stories on the site. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know when this will be closed. I don't know when you're watching this video, but from right now, I plan on closing it in 2 days. So just jump on it. Click the link below. Like I told you guys, this is Miguel Lopez signing out. Of how or why you should buy sneakers with credit cards. Okay, the last video I got mad hate. Like I don't really understand. Now this isn't on some like cockiness. A lot of people think that I'm a very cocky person, and then when they meet me, it changes their whole perspective of who I am as a person. Okay, but anyway, as you can see, the last video got like 33,000 views. Now, that's not very many. I could easily have clickbaited you into something else and probably got 100,000 views. Now, I don't need to do this video. I'm doing this video because I know a lot of you are younger, and in my college class, I had a senior seminar, and we had a dude come in and talk to us about credit. And the majority of the class, there's probably like 50 students in this class. And he says, how many of you guys have established credit? How many of you guys own your own vehicle? How many of you guys are leasing, maybe even financing a car? How many of you are paying for college? How many this and that? And there's 2 people in the class that raised their hand that even own a credit card, and I was one of them. And I look around and I think to myself, what are y'all doing? Credit is so valuable. Credit is so important. Credit will buy you a house. Credit will buy you a car. It's way more than that. I think people blow this out of perspective because my market only, I'm stuck to sneakers. This is a sneaker life. This is to learn about sneakers. But what people don't understand is sneakers can change your life. Shout out to my dude Just Wayne and Urban Necessities. But if you look at Urban Necessities, he is a prime example of someone that their whole life was changed just through sneakers. Sneakers isn't just some fun hobby. Sneakers is a business. People are forgetting what sneakers can do. No, the whole video wasn't about, hey, you're 18, you just got a credit card, go buy some Yeezys for $1,000 and try to pay that off. That's not what the video was about. The video was about understanding a business perspective. You got to change your mind into an entrepreneurial perspective. Any of these shoes I can wear, and they still have value regardless at the end of the day. If anything went south, I can sell all my shoes and I'll be fine. And that's the mentality you got to have. It's not only about reselling. It's not about any of that. It's about being smart with your purchases, and it can take you far. One of my most favorite YouTubers is actually T Blake, and his channel isn't popping like it should be because he's teaching a lot of business. That is a smart man, very, very smart man. So it's kind of, who are you gonna listen to? You're gonna listen to the dude that obviously you've seen over the years. Look at my collection. I'm pretty fine financially. I'm doing pretty well as a 22-year-old. And all I'm trying to do is spread that knowledge to you. And listen to these so-called grown men that have, oh, I got a G-Class Mercedes, I got a house, but I can't even see your face why are you commenting? If you're a grown-ass man, why are you on my video commenting saying you got this and that? Like, who cares? This isn't about what you got. This is about what you're gonna have and what you want to have and what you want out of life. It's more than just shoes, guys. I want to get into the whole story about how I have a perfect credit score for being 22. Anywhere I go where they check when I got my car, this and that, any loans that I need for business, people say, wow, you have an amazing credit score for only being 22. Yes, I'm in debt. Obviously, I went to college. I'm graduating in May. That's just how the world works, man. Am I happy that I'm in debt? No. Basketball paid for a little bit of my school, but yo, I'm in debt because of it. And how do you get out of debt? You got to learn how to finesse. You got to learn how to have an entrepreneurial spirit and understand how credit works. because it can take you extremely far. Now, I brought up using PayPal credit and how it works. You know, a lot of people said it doesn't go on your credit score. It didn't used to go on your credit score, but most recently when I checked, it was on there. So it's got to affect it some way. But one thing I can assure you is using a credit card will definitely affect your credit score. And there's so many different ways it can. Now, I'll get into when I first turned 18. Now, this is what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about how my story of how I built my credit and how I revolved it around sneakers. So when I first turned 18, the first thing I did, I went to Macy's and applied for a credit card. They gave me a $300 limit. Now, you know that's very low for a limit. Now, if I wanted to get a credit card, I have a credit card that's almost damn near unlimited. I have a credit card that usually give me like 5 to 10 grand plus. And it's scary because you can get selfish and just keep buying. Like it's awesome. You can just buy whatever you want and not have to worry about it until the next month, 18 months, whatever they give you. And you got to be smart about that power, because if you're not, you can screw up and really mess up your credit and not be able to pay it off, and then you're screwed. You have to be smart. Be smart. It's that simple. I told you guys exactly how to do it. Buy 3 shoes. Now it's hard. It's very hard to do what I used to do, because reselling and getting multiple pairs of sneakers is hard, especially with Jordans, which barely have any resale value anymore. Now you need to be able to get 2 pairs of Yeezys, hopefully, and start from there, because that is a shoe that has very high value. Now, you could have gotten the Royals and, you know, there was multiple pairs and people were still paying $260, $300, maybe even $350 if you're lucky. And that was a great way to start. You know, it's hard to know what shoe is going to sell, but it's mostly based off of how limited the sneaker is and if you can get multiple pairs. Now, anyway, like the story I was saying, I started off, I got a $300 credit limit at Macy's. I was 18 years old. First credit card ever. Now, when you're first starting out, it's really hard to get accepted because you don't have any credit history. You're brand new. We all start off at the same point, and either you go up or you go backwards, and you do not want to go backwards. So I had the $300 credit limit. I was reselling shoes at the time. What I would do is go to Macy's. I love Macy's, man. I would buy some clothes. I bought some LRG tacky jackets, and I thought I was fresh in high school, man. I had a $198 leather jacket. I was feeling good. I was making a little bit of money being a high schooler, my first time of being independent and, you know, not asking my mom for anything. So after purchasing that, the next month I pay it off. Then I do it again, pay it off. Then I do it again, pay it off. And then, you know, I really started getting serious about YouTube. I was like, man, I really like this, you know. Even my own business, which I had a Sneaker Life, sneakerlife.com. You guys know I used to resell shoes. Now I still have stock that I'm going to put up on the website, so if you're interested in buying it, I'm going to try to put up some steals and just get rid of the inventory because I don't need it. I don't really want to resell shoes anymore. If a Sneaker Life ever officially opens as a store, I don't want it unless Jordan Brand connects with me or Nike and I have official accounts. I do not want to be a reseller. Now, I kept paying that credit card into a point where I needed a new computer, not only for business, but for school. So what I did was I saw there was a deal at Apple. It's called a Barclay card, and they gave you 24-month financing. So my computer ended up being $3,900. I souped it up. It was the top of the top computers. And I knew 100% that I was going to have enough money to make that payment every single month to have 0% interest. Now, within doing that, I paid off that computer. Obviously, that is everything to me. That is the investment to starting a YouTube channel. That is an investment to having a business. That is an investment to pretty much anything that I want to do. If I want to get into graphic designing, videography, whatever, that was my investment. After I paid that, my credit score went up. I already went through Macy's, building my credit. Then I went through the Barclay card, building my credit. Then I got another credit card, again, 0% interest. My second time of getting 0% interest, and I started being very smart with it and buying shoes. Now, the shoes that I want to say that I got multiple pairs of were probably the Toro 4s. This was back in 2013 when the Jordan 4 Toro, all red, dropped. And I bought 5 pairs of those. I was lucky. I used to have a Finish Line down the street. They're closed now, but I went and charged all of that to my credit card, and at the time, those were going for $300. So in turn, I was able to pay off my personal pair and all of the debt that was on that credit card. Even though I had multiple months to pay, I have an obsession. Even though I have cards that I have multiple months to pay it off, I'm blessed enough to be able to just pay it, okay? I'm blessed enough. Not a lot of people are in that position. I'm not saying this is easy for anyone. I'm telling you the steps to doing it. And I promise you, it's gonna take you, it's gonna help. Like, it's really gonna help you. You gotta trust me on this. But you have to be smart. Don't just go buy some damn $3,000 Yeezys just to fix your credit. That's stupid. That is stupid, and that's what being selfish, young, and dumb does. Now, trust me, there's been a lot of times where I just buy everything there is to buy, but again, I get lucky enough to be able to pay it off, or I'm smart about it. There's a lot of times where I buy stuff that I don't need. I don't need this many shoes. Having 150 plus shoes is stupid, but having a brand new car, that's what's up, man. Being able to afford a car because of shoes, being able to pay rent for your house because of some shoes, that's incredible. And this not only applies to shoes, it applies to everything. The only thing that I can relate with you guys is sneakers, because that's kind of the only way this video will get views. So, I mean, that's why you should use a credit card. It's that simple. You got to make sure that you have the money. This isn't one of those situations where scared money don't make money. This is a situation where you have to be smart about it, because you can affect your credit young, and you don't want to do that. You want to build it. So man, be at the minimum. Get a credit card from Macy's if you're 18. Get a credit card from your local Sears, whatever you have. Go buy some clothes, whatever. If it's $30, it's $30. Make sure you have the money. And you know what's great about being younger is you live with your parents, and your parents still kind of take care of you. That's your opportunity to take advantage of credit. Because if you can build that credit now while you're living with your parents or while you're in the dorms, then when you're out and you get your own place, you don't have to have them co-sign. I don't have my parent co-sign for anything. You know, like, people are gonna hate regardless on you. But yo, I'm young and I'm living, and I want you to be able to do the same, no matter how long that takes. You just have to be smart about it. Life is not all about sneakers. You need to use sneakers to your advantage. You know, my whole story was, obviously, I was playing basketball thinking I'm gonna go to the league, man. That's honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be a YouTuber. I didn't think this sneaker YouTube was gonna blow up, but it didn't matter because I'm still getting my degree. Not saying everybody needs to go to school, but you kind of need it. This isn't the old days where you get lucky and you can just go get a job. You gotta know how it works. You gotta know how to finesse the system in a smart way. I don't try to tell you guys to go out and buy expensive sneakers. I try to tell you how to learn the business. And that's it, man. If you want any more advice, any more videos, leave a comment down below. But if you don't understand this, keep watching this video until you do. Do your research, man. I'm telling you, credit will take you super far. It's not about getting all the way up here in debt. It's about being smart and taking advantage of it. Because now credit is more important than anything. The living costs, everything is going up, man. So you got to learn how to finesse it. That's all I'm trying to teach you guys, man. I'm a prime example. I'm still learning. And as I learn, I want you to learn. All these people that say, oh man, don't use credit card. If you don't have the money, don't buy it. That's true in a sense. But too many of these grown men out here living inside of a box. You got to learn how to think outside the box. You think any of us sneaker YouTubers thought that this would blow up and turn into what it is? You think anyone thought that the sneaker game was going to blow up and turn into what it is? No, people just thought in this small little box, oh, I'm going to buy my $50 shoes and I'm going to save all my money and I'm going to retire when I'm 60. Nah, hell nah. That's not how I live, man. That's not how I live. That's not how you should have to live. You should be planning for everything. You don't need to flex on people. You just need to live your normal life. Learn how credit works. That's all this sneaker YouTube is, bro. It's just a bunch of us flexing and talking about what we bought, this and that. Oh, I just bought some $3,000 Yeezys. No, I'm not telling you to buy no $3,000 Yeezys. I'm telling you, yo, buy this many pair of shoes if you have the opportunity. Take advantage of the market. Learn how to resell. It's not easy whatsoever. Obviously, there's fakes flooding the market. Make sure you get your stuff from retailers if you're going to resell it. It's sketchy, man. But one thing I can tell you is, you can have all the shoes in the world, but you walk into the bus stop. I'd rather have all the shoes in the world and a brand new car and a house. Those are way more important to me. You know, even when I was at SneakerCon, I always have the younger guys. I have you guys come up to me and be like, yo, I'm trying to build my collection, yo, this and that. And I'm like, man, you know what's cooler than shoes? A set of wheels. When I bought my first car, I got 0% APR. And obviously, it was the Kia Soul. It is what it is. It's reliable. Then look, a few years later, now I got a Mercedes. Yeah, I'm financing it, so what? I'm still gonna pay it off. It's building my credit. I got like 1% on that car. You tell me how many 22-year-olds that don't have anybody co-sign them have the interest rate I have. So just listen, man. I'm just trying to teach y'all. And that's what it is. Some people, it's just like anything, you know, we always have someone teaching us something, but you know, we don't decide to actually listen until we get smacked in the face with it. So those of you that listen to this, dope, man. I hope it helps you a lot. Those of you that think this is stupid, dope, man. Do you. Other than that, like I said, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. What would you like me to talk about? I know a lot of people want me to discuss about what is hyped and what is there to resell. And you know, I can get to that. Let me know if that's really what you want to hear about. There's just too much hate. Like, we're all trying to eat, man. I want to see you eat. You want to see me eat? Cool. I know this turned into like a huge rant. I don't even know how long this video is, but I just had to tell you guys, man, I think building your credit is extremely valuable, and why not be able to do both? Why not be able to enjoy sneakers, get the shoes you want? Why not be able to build your credit score so when it comes down to you moving out and you need to get an apartment and they need to check your credit, or you need to get a new car and you don't have to pay a 15% interest on the car. You get a $20,000 car and you end up paying $40,000 for it because of interest. Why not get the lowest possible score on it so that way you're paying what the price says on the sticker? I'm telling you, it ain't gonna get easier for us. We're young, man. It's not gonna get easier for us. But if you use credit to your advantage, the smart way, it can help. But that's it, man. This is your boy Sneaker Life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm just trying to help now, man. That's what it's all about. Obviously, I'm gonna continue the sneaker unboxing, sneaker reviews, all that good stuff. It's not gonna change, but I'd rather make an impact on you guys and teach you. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next one. This is your boy Sneaker Life. Run it.
Hands in the air now.